After 11 years in Portland, Damian Lillard has finally requested a trade. The team later confirmed that Lillard has made the request. I know people are saying Dame is running away from the grind, but I don't blame Damian Lillard whatsoever. He gave everything he could to Portland and just didn't have enough around him to win a championship. Now it's time for Dame to go elsewhere to make that happen. Lillard is generating interest from the Nets, Sixers, and the Miami Heat, but it's said that Damian Lillard is prepared to only play for the Miami Heat, and his stance is Heat or bust. This is per Sam Amick, saying he wants to compete with Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo to grow inside that famed Heat culture system under Pat Riley and Eric Spoelstra, while becoming the final piece to their championship puzzle. Now, a potential Portland-Miami deal for Damian Lillard would almost certainly include the involvement of a third team, per Chris Haynes. What's going on, everyone? It's Luka here, back with another video. In this one, I'm going to be talking about Damian Lillard and why the Miami Heat have no other choice but to trade for him. If you guys can do yourself a favor, please hit a like on the video. It does help it a ton. And please subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this. It's been a rockin' off season, and there might be some more big things coming, obviously, with Damian Lillard requesting a trade. Now, the defending Eastern Conference champions have gotten off to a slow start this offseason. Their two biggest free agents, Gabe Vincent and Max Strus, have already left for other teams. Meanwhile, the Heat have barely made a dent this free agency. Signing Josh Richardson has been their biggest signing so far. Chris Haynes reported that Jimmy Butler has been stressing to people within the organization that Lillard is his number one target. And I quote, "Miami has been waiting for this domino to fall and will quickly engage with Portland in trying to get a deal done," sources say. Heat star Jimmy Butler has relayed to the team that Lillard is his number one target, sources say. There's no need to sugarcoat it. The Miami Heat need to trade for Damian Lillard. They have no other choice. If Miami wants to remain a contender, the Heat can't continue to rely on Jimmy Butler carrying the load. For the past 4 years, Butler has led the Heat to unexpected heights with 2 finals appearances to show for it. But unfortunately, on both occasions, the Miami Heat fell short. And after just 2 days of free agency, the Miami Heat, fresh off of their 2023 NBA Finals appearance, look significantly weaker, losing their third best player in the playoffs in Gabe Vincent and their 5th leading scorer in Max Strus going into this 2023-2024 season. And the Heat's biggest rival, the Boston Celtics, who almost completed that first ever 0-3 series comeback, acquired former All-Star big men Kristaps Porzingis and now feature a deadly trio of Porzingis, Jason Tatum, and Jaylen Brown. Chris Haynes proposed a possible trade package from the Heat, which would center around the likes of Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson in exchange for Lillard and possibly the deal of big man Nurkic, who has 3 years and $55 million remaining on his contract. And I quote, "The Heat are prepared to offer a package centered around Tyler Hero with possibly Duncan Robinson and picks," sources say. The Heat would prefer to keep Caleb Martin out of any trade scenarios. Portland could try to include Nurkic in a deal, sources say. Those aforementioned picks would likely be the first-round picks the Heat owned during the 2028 and 2030 NBA drafts. The Heat have to get Lillard one way or another. They cannot stand pat. They won't be able to outlast the likes of the Bucks again and the Celtics. If the Heat do get Lillard, I would have them as the favorite in the East. Lillard with Butler and Bam would be a lethal 3 that would compete with Boston's big 3 and the Bucks. And for those of you saying a trade for Lillard would completely gut this roster, I'll say this: you need multiple high-level stars to win a championship. We saw it with Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray, and we have seen it in the past with Giannis getting help from Middleton, with Kawhi Leonard and Siakam being the main focal points of those teams, with LeBron and AD. Damian Lillard would be the perfect complementary star to a Jimmy Butler. I look at Bam Adebayo as a third tier amongst stars, but when I look at 1A, 1B, that's Damian Lillard and Jimmy Butler. The Miami Heat have tried the Jimmy Butler being 1A and then Bam Adebayo being the 1B. That obviously hasn't worked. So Miami's got to switch this thing up. Miami's got to roll the dice, and they got to go all in for Damian Lillard, where Dame is the main guy, and then all of a sudden Jimmy Butler is the secondary guy. And we saw how Jimmy Butler later on in the postseason deferred a lot more. He wanted to be more of the playmaking star, getting other guys involved. You need a guy who's going to be selfish in the later rounds, who's going to have to take it upon himself to win the game if you want to win a championship. I know Jimmy did a lot of that, but you saw towards the end of that Heat run, the gas ran out. So Miami needs to get another star. Whatever it takes, they got to get this done. They can worry about the rest of the roster after, but you have a big three of Damian Lillard, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, and you still keep Caleb Martin, and maybe you get Nurkic back. That's a pretty good start. And then, like I said, you can fill in what you need later on. But I do believe the Heat will find a way to get this done. They know they need another star to get over the top after falling short twice now in a 4-year span, and they need to act on this opportunity in front of them. The facts are facts. Dame wants out. Dame wants to play for the Miami Heat and wants to be a part of this team and organization. Get it done, Miami, because the Miami Heat, their window is still open to win a championship. We can talk about the Miami Heat making great runs and just getting to the finals, but that's not good enough, especially for this Heat franchise. They're expected to win titles. They have a very rich history of doing that. So I doubt Pat Riley is just going to simply lay over and not make a huge move here, because it's as simple as this, guys. If the Miami Heat trade for Damian Lillard, they're a title contender. If the Miami Heat stand pat and they don't trade for Damian Lillard, this team is not going to be a contender, and they can't bank on going on another Cinderella run, because odds are it's not going to happen for the second consecutive season. And I highly doubt Miami is just going to tap out after falling short last year in the finals and completely blow this thing up. So really, all arrows point to the Miami Heat making this huge trade. They got to find a way to get it done. Like Chris Haynes said, in all likelihood going to take a third team, but I do believe Miami is the team for Dame, and when it's all said and done, Damian Lillard will be with the Miami Heat. So we'll see what happens, but let me know, guys, do you think the Heat will trade for Damian Lillard? Do you think they'll be able to work something out? Do you want to see Damian Lillard on this team if it's going to cost a trade package of Hero, Robinson, and picks? Let me know, Heat fans, your thoughts in the comment section down below. Obviously, as you can tell, I'm high on this from the Miami Heat's perspective. I think they got to get it done, and now it'll be a matter of time if the Miami Heat are the team to trade for Damian Lillard, or if another team is going to make a more compelling offer and snag Dame away from the Heat. So we will find out what happens in the coming days and weeks. But guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Please drop a like on the video. It does help a ton. And please subscribe to the channel for more Heat and NBA content. I'll be coming out with NBA content all off season long, so you definitely don't want to miss it. This is Luca Rosano signing off. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you all again in the next video.